Back with Warframe. I wanted to check out the tune-in stuff in the intermission, and the comment said there's like nothing spoilers here, so it should be pretty safe to watch. So is this, you have to, oh, there's a lot of things to watch here, wow. What is this? Intermission, rank 0, I don't know what this means. And what is this bar? Whoa, 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 come on, what am I doing? What's going on? What did I just do? Why is this? I clicked one of these numbers. What do the numbers mean?
Whether you're bad news...
is that for this one? Let me just double check.
Dreamers.
Nope.
You know...
What? What? Oh, I understand. Each of these have numbers. And then, so this, if I click this, you're gonna watch all of these. So there's like 5 episodes for each thing. Okay, interesting. And what is this bar? Whoa, that is a lot. Click one of these. Okay, nothing happens when you click one of these. So which ones can I... Can't click this one. I can only watch the ones that have numbers below them. Interesting. Okay, let's try the Wolf of Saturn 6. Guess let's do one at a time.
It's a bad moon, dreamers. Can you feel it? From my perch at Nightwave, I listen at the windows of the wealthy and well-to-do. Ever heard of Saturn 6? News to me, too. Turns out, the Grenier have a max pen floating some 6 leagues deep in the gas. No one knew about it, 'cause no one ever busted out. Until now, right. Some Grenier meathead they started calling the Wolf, on account of him taking up howling at night. Decrypts say he was a model prisoner, doing the time, fabbing bombs with the rest of his Khan brothers. Apple of the warden's eye even. But something cracked, and now he's out there on the loose. The so-called Wolf of Saturn 6.
Alright, so this is the Wolf of Saturn 6 guy. Don't really know much about him. He seems like a very important character so far.
It's late. You still with me, dreamers? Soon we'll see the sun curve over the Venusian sky. A hot blue taste. What's keeping you up? For me, it's the gap waves. All abuzz with the doings of a certain big, bad wolf. Why didn't he run? Why didn't he hit that solar rail as far as it would take him? Instead, he's stalking those soul-bare money huggers round Jupiter. My birds are saying the Corpus Net got flipped. A system-wide message from the Wolf. Deliver guard. Where'd a meathead learn a trick like that? And who's gone? Baby, you can guess. He's the warden of Saturn 6. A big man, too well dressed for his station, too well fed for his rank. And he's in the solar wind too. Think he knows how the wolf came to howling?
Okay, so you have a Garn character, which is the Wolf of Saturn 6. I didn't really understand anything else in there. Yeah, I think I need way more context to figure out what the hell's going on here.
An ice night in Neptune, dreamers. Hold yours close and true. And hey, if you're between stops, Nora knows that mood. But our wolf, he's not alone tonight. Add this with me. The howler breaks out of Saturn 6. But get this, the howling doesn't stop. Someone else takes to singing that cruel song. The wolf knows why, and it called him back to the scene of the crime. Warden Garn's little side business. Selling Grenier lemons for a Corpus squeeze. So freedom's got no hold on the wolf, does it? No. It's the sisters and brothers from the joint that matter to him. The pack. We both know what happens next. When a wolf finds its pack, they hunt.
Okay, so something about exchanging lemon juice for other juices. Still a bit confused. So it looks like he also had like a corpus, like some Grinier was like lying on the table or like whatever that was. And is he being experimented on? What's going on there? Are they like squeezing the juice out of him and trading it for corpus juice or something, or lemon juice? I don't know. Still need to watch the rest. Which one was it again? Yeah, I think the fourth next.
The message read, "Garn is yours. An anonymous gift." I know what this looks like. But the wolf's too cold for revenge. The Grinier appoint wardens for life. The wolf had no choice but to shorten the term. Not payback. Just never again. But it was too easy. Days like these, an easy meal means you're taking someone's bait. Alad V's, the devil in a corpus cloak, got the wolf in an all-new prison, baby. Only this one's not made of bars. It's made of chemicals. Guess we all know someone like that. The whole lot has been transformed into these amalgam dogs. His words. Hybridized. Juiced on some sentient strain. No nice way to put it. I think the pack is coming after you, dreamers.
Okay, so Saturn Wolf got trapped from bait. Now he's in trouble? Is that what's going on? I have no idea. I don't do well with like these like vague kind of terminologies. Like I need concrete stuff. Like, okay, this happened. This I guess just for the sake of storytelling, you gotta like, you know, make it like this so it's interesting. But like how do people like follow along with this? Maybe it's just me. Maybe like my brain works in a completely different way. Anyways, on to the next. Oh, he's scared.
Passing by that Mercury Junction, shimmering hot tonight. Word on the grid is the devil's got his due. Should have known. We saw the signs, didn't we? Sure, the wolf got tougher. But more than that, the wolf got smart. Got a pack together. Worked the Corpus Crypto. He's his own man now. Leaving no more tracks. Is this the end? Dreamers? I hope so. But if I were you, I'd keep an ear out. 'Cause one of these days, you just might hear that howl come round your shoulder.
What the hell are those things holding the guns? I've never seen that before.
This is Nora Knight, signing off. Stay deadly, dreamers.
Looks like they captured that guy. That guy seemed like a scientist, or the guy that was trying to bait the Wolf of Saturn Six. Interesting. Alright. What is this? Intermission. What is this? But why is there like gaps? I have no idea. Gonna go to the next one, the Emmissary.
Dreamers, you know about the infestation, right? Spreads like a month-old salad with genocidal intent. Swallows everything it touches, making monsters from meat or metal or both. Well, these days it's mostly contained. Spores as old as stone, derelicts drifting in forgotten orbits. So it was with old Kanga, somehow exposed and promptly cast out. Woke up on a blessed cage drop down to Eris. But should some sad soul catch the gray vein, well, every culture has its plague dogma. But maybe there's something more to this infestation, something we all missed. Turns out, Kanga didn't find void in that hell nest, no. He found a survivor. Little boy, Arlo, died 3 years ago. Yet there he was. Lost his voice, but gained his life. And somehow saved old Kanga with the slightest touch of his slender hand.
Okay, that was much more easier to follow along than the Wolf of Saturn. So basically, the dude, the childlike guy, was able to survive the infection, and he saved Kanga by the touch, with just touching him with the slender arm. So he's like very special. He's got some immunity. He's like a very, very special character. Maybe someone that the Wolf of Saturn 6 should watch out for.
My mother was a cynical woman, smart as she was cruel. Nora, she said, no disease spreads faster or further than the ones in our head. She was talking about ideas. Mine was that old Kanga, and his Wonder Boy would have been splayed out in some bio-trader's lab by now, or blood studies for the Grenier Command. Dreamers, I was wrong. Kanga's gray vein was just the beginning. White lung, parasitic liver, clone rot, even bone spurs. Turns out this kid, Arlo, is a healer. So many questions. An idea like that is like a flare dropped in Vol gas. Now the sick and curious are flocking the rails to see this emissary of Eris. And who speaks for Arlo the Mute? Why, old Kanga, of course. No more the outcast. It is he who is spreading the word of Arlo's gift. Even you, dreamers, may soon hear it.
Kanga looks very, very evil. He's got that evil smile. He's definitely a villain, 100%, and I bet he's gonna be, like, trying to spread this word, but, like, I think, like, people are thinking, like, oh, you know, he's, like, the people in Warframe are thinking, like, not the actual players, not actual people, but, like, they're, the Warframe citizens are thinking, oh, you know, this guy is such a nice dude, he's saving people, but I think he's planning something, he's plotting something, I don't like it.
Whether you're bad news first or bad news last, tonight I got you covered, 'cause bad news is all we got. This emissary's word is spreading fast. A hot fever. Some are going to extremes to prove their devotion. Trying the spores for themselves, and they're finding it too. Some lunatic spikers jacked the solar nav and flagged the derelict zones for all to see. Old haulers and new hopefuls out there are proving just how smart most people aren't. Yet Kanga's ranks are growing, arming themselves for the safety and security of our emissary, setting the stage for a great assembly to come. Buzz is, Arlo will break his silence. Till then, dreamers, check under the bed. A fresh brood is sprouting up along the rails. And it seems they have the scent of those blessed by the emissary's touch.
Why are people jumping into that pond? What's going on? And I wonder if the Arlo, he's like mute, right? I wonder if he's doing this against his will, and Kanga's just forcing him to do it. He's just a prisoner.
Y'all did see this coming, right, dreamers? Surely did, but not like this. A grand gathering before the emissary and his speaker. Standing room only. Bodies pressed to bodies. A great overheated mass breathing as one. Waiting for their beloved healer mute to speak. Kanga hushed the crowd. He shed his mask, and there he was. laughing at them. Sick as the day he was banished. More. His retribution was at hand, born of a virus spreading further and faster than spore and space ever could have. Arlo. And in that stunned silence, Arlo himself made a sound. Not a word, but a stifled gag. A swollen choke as he opened his mouth. And there it was, pointed, black, a tongue, but not, snaking and bulging and splitting him apart. I looked away then. I had to. But that sound stays with me. Not the sound of human terror, bad as it was, but what came after. The grinding wet, the rattling flutter, the congregation converted in the truest sense. Dreamers, you all got your work cut out for you. Though this movement has lost its head, the body still lingers.
The hell's that? Well, the Emmissary Arlo's now infected? Well, I thought he was immune. Maybe I misinterpreted. Jeez.
It's a bad cycle, Dreamers. Arlo's devoted had a party and you're on cleanup detail. Derelicts are threatening every settlement from Mercury to Eris. And my sources say you're uniquely qualified to contain them. Meanwhile, I've been thinking, not about Kanga, but about what he actually found down there. Arlo, whatever he was. Some kind of lure? An evolution to bait us in? Is there more to this infestation than fangs and acid? I know what my mother would say. The people saw what they wanted, heard what they hoped, and human nature did the rest. Still, I'm hearing rumors. The mass on Eris is in turmoil, and nobody, but nobody wants to check it out. It's seething. And if it's not thinking about this whole ordeal, baby, it's feeling it. This is Nora Knight, saying for now, dreamers, so long and hold on. And listen, should you ever happen upon some vacant-eyed little kid someday, whatever you do, don't take him home.
So it looks like Kanga thought that Arlo was some sort of like a healer, right? But it turned out Arlo was just infected, and he was brought home to Kanga's home, and Arlo's infection just spread throughout Kanga's territory, and now there's a whole bunch of infected. Interesting. So Arlo is actually the bad guy, but I wonder if he has any control. I wonder if this is all like a big master plan he had for him to be taken home, or like there's something else that's controlling him. Very interesting. Glassmaker. Go ahead and start.
Heard of those cubes? You know, cephalons, right? Probably got one a bit cracked, kissing up to you all the time. See, in the old days, crime and punishment was all in the hands of those Orican judges, the Seven. Mercy was the quick flash of the jade light. But if they wanted to make an example, they'd suck up your soul and make you a prisoner of the glass forever. Seems like magic to us nowadays, but dreamers, someone's got it puzzled out again. Waves are buzzing, new glass is showing up, souls getting snapped up and trapped up. All we've got to go on is this crime simula I pulled from the weave. No sign of our killer, and not a soul to tell us where they went.
That looks like a guy from a citizen from Cetus, and looks like they're being turned to stone or glass. What is causing that?
Glass is still turning up, Dreamer. But you already knew that, didn't you? Probably ran into a few cephalites yourself. Partial glass, like a cephalon interrupted. Well, it seems they're on the move now, changing course. Why? Here's the only lead we have. A new crime scene I managed to grab before the taxmen moved in. Solo gig on a Corpus A train. You know what to do. Work the evidence. Piece it together. See how it connects. It's the only way back to that twisted weave. It's the only way to find out who's behind this and put a stop to it.
Alright, I didn't really get much info there. Just that I still don't know the source of the glass. We'll keep watching, maybe I'll have my questions answered.
Nihil. Worse than an executioner. Worse even than an excruciator. When my tired old grandma didn't have time for my nonsense, Nihil was the boogeyman she said was gonna come put naughty Nora in a bottle. But Nihil was real. He's still here, somehow, after all this time, and still passing judgment. We've got another victim, crystallized in exile. This one feels different. Can't put my finger on why. Get on up now. Determine his pattern. Gather the clues and get back into Nihil's weave. We can't find him, and there ain't no locking him back in whatever bottle he came from.
That one looked like the guy's face was completely melted. Is that what Nora meant by, like, this one's different, unique than the others? I have no idea.
Dreamer, meet Cutter. This is the guy our Grenier victim was trying to contact. If Grawl was part of a Solaris United Whisper network, then Cutter must have been his handler. So this was his bolt hole. Look around. Let's see what we can learn.
No idea what's that about. And also, we got a hotfix in 3 minutes, so I guess the game's gonna restart. 3 minutes, hopefully I have enough time.
Nihil's hit his end game. Dozens are getting glassed now. System-wide. And he's just warming up. Easy to trace a signal that strong. This is where Nihil glassed thousands, maybe millions. Back in the day, this place would have been stacked with pretty glass bottles. Cephalon oubliettes. Tiny little hells. Each built for one. He's hiding out. We gotta find out where and fast.
Still have no idea how the glass is being caused and stuff. I guess I'll just have to find out later. Okay, and then, so what is this rank stuff? I have no idea still. I guess you have to continue doing Nora's stuff and then you ranked it up. And then what happens when you rank it up? What is it? Oh, rank 9. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyways, I think I'm gonna have to, do I have time? No, I think it's best. I think when the hotfix is coming, it's just gonna kick me out, so I don't want to be interrupted in the middle of it. So I'll have to continue later.